Good day, everybody. It's just shy of 4:30 here on this 4th of April, 2025. So, and you see we still got warm weather here. That's not allowed. No, let's see. Anyway, stop looking at girls, guys. Some more. Look at all the young girls over here. They're all over. They're all over. All the young girls. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's start. I haven't even started yet. Anyway, weather's really nice, and we're supposed to be having some like minus weather. This guy's all ready for it right here. Coming in. Hi. Speak English?
Yes.
Oh, are you American?
Huh?
Are you American?
No.
Oh,
Belarusian.
Belarusian. Oh, okay. I was just talking about we're supposed to have freezing weather. This guy's already ready to go over there.
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow, they said.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, +4.
It doesn't. +4?
Yeah,
I thought it was -4.
-4 at night. +4 daytime.
Wow, what is it? 15 now or something? 15
yes,
degrees.
18.
Oh, okay.
Something
You're on
like-
video, by the way, on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Bye. This one's all ready for the cold too. Well, I don't know how cold it's going to be. And here we are again in the same place. I am a lot of the time Lee Harvey Oswald's place, meeting of the first Communist Party of Russia over there across the street. I'll be walking past that. I'm going to go on the, I'm going to go over this way just to get a, you know, like I was here last time and it uploads a lot faster. Not at the fastest. Place I was at yesterday was even faster. But that lady was nice. Didn't care if I put her on video. Some people, you know. I was doing some other video and not even filming somebody in Germany. I don't want you. I want you to delete your video because I don't want to be in your video. It's like, oh, okay. No, I think I told her there was no film in it. What did I have? What did I say? No, I said the battery's dead or something like that. Okay, here we go. That's the end of that pre-stuff. You guys want to hear the news. Okay, the mayor of New York, Mayor Adams, he said, but matter of fact, he joined looks like he's joined the Republican Party. At least he's withdrawn from the Democratic Party. I've heard that much already. So, and he's pretty, I don't know, what is the word? Excited, or he really likes Kash Patel, you know, the new FBI director. And Kash Patel wrote some book, I think it's called American Gangsters or something like that. And it talks about maybe the deep state, or he was in some interview anyway, and he was talking about the deep state and that it really does exist. And, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm sure they call themselves the deep state, like they called themselves Al-Qaeda and all that. But anyway, there's just a bunch of people. Some people have different names for it. It's not like it's the shadow government. Some people say that's a different thing. Everybody's got their own little theories. But the whole message is there are people that are controlling things. And it's not like the people that you see, that we see, the front man, Bono from U2 or something like that. You know. Anyway, it's not the people that we see. It's rich, normally always business people. We all already know that Soros is one, and I was thinking, since they'd exposed this stuff from the USAID, I was thinking, well, he's not such a big shot anyway because he was getting all that money from USAID. But apparently he's still pulling a lot of strings, and he's still doing things. I don't know, maybe he just got some of his money from USAID, or maybe he's found another source. I think I might have said that before. So where do we go? Do we walk this way? I've been that way before on a video. Haven't been on the other side. I don't want to get up on that bridge and walk over that way. Well, I'll walk right along here. I've been over here before. Ah, the wind. Wind, okay. So, Kash Patel, Zelensky, he was supposedly in the Sumy region, and it's near the border apparently of Russia. But that's, you know how he is already, he's very good with a green screen. And he makes it look like he's in places when he's really not. So you never know. You never know if he was there or not. And Zelensky, you know, he's an honest man, as he says. He's a very honest man. And You know, it's sort of like he's talking how the Russians are violating the, what is it, this energy infrastructure peace deal that they've had, when it's actually Ukraine. And well, I was going to say at the end, because it just came out, Russia has said in the last 24 hours, Ukraine has violated it 6 times, and the U.S. isn't that interested in hearing about it, neither is the United Nations. So they're just getting away with it. It's another Minsk. Remember Minsk? They signed the Minsk agreements, the Minsk 1 and Minsk 2, and they just kept on bombing people. They just kept on bombing the Donbass as if it never really happened. And then, you know, I don't know. I don't even know how many, or if anybody in the Trump regime even acknowledges that. Some nice trees there. Here's that other building over there. Yeah, it's really nice, you know, nice and peaceful out here. And there it is, the communist house. That's from the backside. The big first Russian communist meeting, Vladimir Lenin. I don't know when it was, before the Russian Revolution, long before that. I think that was before he was in Switzerland, exiled. You know, so obviously before. I don't know when the Germans sent him. Maybe that was in what 1916. They sent him in that from Zurich, Switzerland to Russia to destabilize. You know, Germans did some nasty things too in the past, not just those Adolf years. Okay, what else we got here? 20 straight days of bombing by the U.S. in Yemen, and I think I'm not sure how long, how many days. When was that ceasefire supposed to start with Russia? But they've been bombing for quite some time too now. It's been a couple weeks, I think they've been bombing Russian infrastructure, even though they signed the treaty that said they're not going to do it, and then they agreed to it. And Zelensky, he doesn't seem to see that, you know? I don't know, Russia has footage, Russia has evidence. I don't know. We can talk about that forever. So 20 days of bombing on Yemen, and they killing a lot of people. Nice looking lady. This one doesn't look very good over here. Let's see here what we've got here. Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab is back. Klausy is back. He's gonna penetrate the cabinets. You will own nothing and be happy. That's what he's saying again. He's right back to that. He's saying the future is going to be when you don't own anything and you just borrow everything, or you share everything. He says you share everything. Some more ladies for you guys there. You just share everything. You know, I don't know, like you rent it. Yeah, right. I think I've come up with some scenarios in the past. What's going to happen there? For example, then you start paying a huge, you don't even have to own an iPhone. You just go get an iPhone. You say, well, look, I got an iPhone. And then don't worry, because you're going to be paying some really high rent on that very soon. If you ever do that. Look at this. We can go for a swim. I'm going to go push that boy in, see if he likes it. Then he can be close to the ducks. Of course, I'm just joking. There you go. Right there. What else we have here? So, yeah, sharing everything, that's what he says. And, oh man, okay. Don't look, you guys. I got something in my eye. Maybe that's her. Let's see. Okay, now stepping on. Yeah, and he's supposed to have been stepping down from the WEF for quite some time, but I guess he never got around to it. So he's still doing his thing. I don't know who was supposed to take his place. Maybe it's that Harari guy, you know? The guy that's a mastermind of all of his things. I'm just guessing. Yeah. There's a lady up there waiting for you guys. And another one over there. And another one. Looking for Joe Biden. She's got an ice cream cone right there. I got her, fix her up for her. Guy sits on the beach with ice cream cones. It's okay. What else we got here? Here, let's see. You guys, I tell you what, you can go to some places and see nothing but all, all of these girls here. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. There's a little bit of windy. It's getting in my eyes. So that was actually honest when I said that. It wasn't looking at the ladies here. Let's see. Okay. Trump has now come out to openly defend Marine Le Pen. You know what happened to her, and a lot of people are talking about it. It's like the death of democracy, but you know, they don't really have that much democracy in the West anyway. They just like to talk about it. You know why? They always decide who you're going to have to decide from. So that's democracy now. We pick a couple that we like, that are going to be doing our dirty deeds, and then you have to choose one of them. But a lot of time they don't even want that anymore. So, but anyway, you see these people like Marine Le Pen or Kalin Georgescu, or so many people in this last time. Austria, Moldova. I mean, Moldova properly, and regions in Moldova, and all these countries. They all have somebody, and that they all get sidelined by the EU. The EU somehow makes them illegal, puts them in jail, or does something, you know, because they want to have who they want to have. Oh, another ladies. Gosh, all these girls out here. So they're all single. Look at this. Running around looking for guys. Some of you guys out there. There's a couple for you there. Let's see, what else? Trump. Yeah, he's so. What did he say? Well, anyway, he said they're all pretty much fake, and she probably did some. She probably didn't even do it. Somebody on her staff gave somebody some job or whatever like that. They blamed her. You know, she's responsible for it, but she doesn't have to be punished for it. So that's what it normally happens. You know, people did stuff while they were in Trump's thing or Biden's, all that as well. So anyhow, you guys know how that is. So what else? Israel, what are they doing? Israel bombed. Who did they bomb? They bombed Lebanon this time. Oh, let's see. Oh, look at that building up there. Isn't that nice? So let's see, what else do we have here? Oops. There's too many distractions, you know. All these women around here. I don't know. How are you guys going to make it if you ever come over here? Isn't this nice too? You can just look at the nice trees up here. Maybe I added up there. So, gosh. Anyway, let's see. Israel bombed another UN shelter. That's what I was going to say. Another UN shelter. And of course, there were children in there. It used to be a school, and they still had kids in there anyway, but it was a UN shelter, and people were sheltering from the bombings and things there. And, you know, obviously, you know Israel, how they like to do their things. So exactly there is where they bomb. You know, like they herd people to the safe zone, and then they bomb the safe zone. And maybe at some points in times, maybe there is some Hamas person there, but you know, when one Hamas leader's gone, they have another one. I guess now they killed another leader of Hamas, but you know, they keep getting new leaders, and I guess they're going to just keep going down the list. Wow. Yeah, so they just say Hamas is there. Yeah, so they're also, you know, Lebanon. Wow, and that was in Gaza, what I was just talking about. And Trump, like I said, he continues to bomb Yemen. There are women there. But mostly Trump is just subservient to Israel. It's just like all leaders in the United States since Lyndon B. Johnson, including Lyndon B. Johnson, are all subservient to Israel. You know, he was, I guess, Jewish, but he was a closet Jewish person, Lyndon B. Johnson. He had a lot of things in the closet. Lots and lots of bones in the closet. He had, you know, mistresses and things like that. And I guess he used to have a really foul mouth, but they covered that one up. So what else here? J.D. Vance. Oh no, one of the strikes, I was going to add that in there first. One of the strikes of Israel or no, the United States in Yemen was able to kill one of the top generals and his two brothers in Yemen. So yes. Anyway, what else? Oh, let's see. What else? Let's see. J.D. Vance. He stated Europe's biggest enemy is not Russia, Russia, Russia. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I would never have thought of that myself. But you know, the Hate Russia Club. But who is it then? He said it's, of course, their attempts to destroy their own culture. That's one thing right there. Gosh, I gotta get away from these, because I'm trying to show them to you guys. You know, I could just walk past them, but you people out there, and I guess there's a lot of men, and you know, and Belarusian women have this, what do you call it, a reputation of being beautiful women. So anyway, okay, destroying the culture, you know, by its LGBT stuff. No, actually, what they mean by that one is because they are bringing in lots of refugees from all over the world, and that don't even appreciate the cultures of those countries. So they just keep on doing their thing there. What else is it? Economic policy. Goes hand in hand with blowing up your own pipelines and making terrible decisions. It's sending all your money to Ukraine, not just in loans like Donald Trump says. Oh, it's all loans. It's not all loans. They sent a lot of grants there. And as a matter of fact, if it is loans, well, when Ukraine loses, who's going to pay back the loans? Is Russia going to pay it back when you're holding Russia's money? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So yeah, anyway, what are we going to do here? Let's see. I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done. Did I miss anything? Yes, I'm almost done. Okay. So, okay, well, I was right in the middle of Vance talking about, and then their economic policies, of course, you know, blowing up their infrastructure is also part of their economic policies, and then giving all this money to migrants to stay in luxury hotels, you know, and a lot of them aren't working, and they don't work, and like a lot of Ukrainians too. A lot of Ukrainians are there, and committing lots and lots of crimes all over the place. Like I told you, the society of Ukraine, you know, and I hate to say it, they don't have a, like I said, let me just put it in another way. They just have so much corruption over there that those people, they've lived under corruption their whole lives, from the very bottom all the way to the top. Lies and corruptions and fake history and this and that. I'll tell you, the culture in Ukraine, I don't know. I don't know how it could be that anybody comes out normal in any way. Their personality is what I mean in Ukraine after living in a place like that. Yes, and of course national security policy. Like look at the Baltic states, or even look at Germany. Their national security. What are they going to expect when they keep sending weapons and bombs to Russia? Do you think Russia's going to fall in love with them? What about the Baltic states, like Estonia? You know, like barking, I'm going to rip your pant leg if you get because you're Russia, and if you just don't do what we tell you to do, we're going to rip your pant leg. You know, little doggies like that. Yes, and did I mention already that Ukraine attacked Russia's energy infrastructure 6 times in the last 24 hours? I also saw another thing, and this is incredible. You know, like, remember the Pied Piper of Hamel in Germany? I think I'd been to Hamel too, but you know, he's got his little flute going around, and he can get all the rats, you know, to get rid of the rats in the city or something. That's what they need in Birmingham right now. The waste disposal people are on strike. So I don't know how many days, but there's garbage. You see the photographs and the film footage, you know, just garbage all over, and people having a hard time even moving around because garbage is everywhere. It's incredible, you know, incredible. So let's keep going this way. Gotta get back. Anyway, I'm a long way from where I want to be. Look at this. Maybe we can get a photo from here. Matter of fact, I might do that. Well, maybe just stay right here. Ukraine has attacked Birmingham rats. China is now putting 34% tariffs on the United States because of their fun of wanting to put more tariffs. I think China pays 54% now. 54% tariffs, you know. And you know, some countries we're taking advantage of the United States, quite a few actually, but you know, a lot of them don't really like. I don't know what they get something back from the U.S. That's for sure, and the United States probably originally wanted them to do that so that they had more markets. I would imagine. So that's how that is. It's like a club here. I was gonna say like a Weight Watchers Club, a couple chubby ones, but some on the back, they're not that chubby. Maybe they're just hangers on or something. I can't face this way because you guys can't see me too well. Okay, 34%. And let's talk about sanctions. There's a representative, an economic representative from Russia in the United States right now, and he said, we're not asking for you to lift the sanctions against us, Russia, in other words, you know, because we're doing really good. We're doing far better. Our GDP numbers and everything is going up. Economy is much stronger than in Europe's and most other places. Matter of fact, I think it might even be stronger. The growth is better than what's going on in China even. So Russia is really in a boom kind of right now. So they're saying, well, we're not in any hurry for you to get rid of any sanctions against us. That's incredible, you know, because actually Russia is producing very well and they're buying their own products, things like that. And yeah, okay. Well, that's about all I have to say, and I thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one, which maybe it'll be tomorrow, I would guess. And I got to apologize to all you men out there. There's just so many women over here, and it's like really rough. It's really terrible for me to, you know, all of this stuff. Okay. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.